Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh dan salam sejahtera. Alhamdulillah, praise be to Allah SWT for giving us this opportunity to share on the outcome-based education, OBE, on the overview and determining outcomes on behalf of University Technology Malaysia. Again, we would like to welcome all of you on board. And before we proceed with our sessions, may I introduce myself. My journey at UTM related to OBE. Alhamdulillah, I joined University Technology Malaysia in 1984, and at the moment I was tasked to be responsible on the strategy of UTM, and having spent 35 years and most of my time was at being the academic administrator. And I started being appointed as the Deputy Dean in Academic, where at that time I was responsible to ensure the quality of the academic program, specifically on civil engineering, is up to the standards requirement of the Malaysian Quality Assurance and also the Board of Engineer. And during this time, when in 2004, where OBE was first introduced in Malaysia, we were about to be the signatory of Washington Accord, where this Washington Accord is actually an agreement between many countries, professional bodies, who at the time trying to recognize the degree engineering program from the respected country, mutually recognize each other. And during this time, when I was tasked to be the Associate Director of Academic Department, not only looking at the university academic programs, but also all the engineering programs in Malaysia. And it is part of the Board of Engineers Malaysia. And I spent quite some time as well to facilitate, to share the running implementation of the engineering programs with other universities in Malaysia and also abroad. I was the external examiner as well at the University of Taiba, and responsible to redesign and review civil engineering Islamic International University programs in Madinah. And Alhamdulillah, I'm quite fortunate with the help assistance of Prof. Khairia, where we are able to also facilitate outcome-based education and student-centered learning for the Ministry of Higher Education Afghanistan. And it's quite nice if we can share, I think at the end of the day, what would be the impact or what would be the result of implementing OBE. We have been doing that since 15 years ago. We started in 24, and we were subjected to the first exercise of OBE implementation through the Board of Engineers requirement. And we were also being reviewed or assessed and audited by the representative from Engineers Australia, Hong Kong, and ABET, who are part of the engineering education body under the Washington Accord. And it is nice if we can see that whatever the programs that we carried out is being commendated, getting commendation from those body, And it has been singled out that the excellence documents related to OBE, practice in civil, has also been a model or exemplary for the programs in Malaysia. This was in 2009 when we managed to get our accreditation, our program accredited for 5 years. And having have this in our report showing the strength of our programs, and the programs that we run offered incomparable with the one in the UK and the US, and the systematic process for curriculum development and curriculum review is in place, and we did involve staff and various stakeholders, and also support from the top management, and having quality programs, meaning to say that it also involves not only the program per se, not the curriculum, but also the support system and also the research facilities that we have in the faculty. And it continues in 2014, the next review, because the programs ends every 5 years. 5 years mean full accreditation. And in the next cycle in 2014, where in that year 106 programs were being assessed, and only 9 considered to be excellence, where 2 of it is actually from civil, Faculty of Civil Engineering, UTM. And it's nice to see that these are the overall comment from the auditors, from the assessor, giving commendable remarks or comments, especially on the process of PO and PO, where at this time, after 2 cycles, we have showed to the panels that we have reviewed and do systematic evaluations, and also doing all the continuous quality improvement. And the curriculum is being benchmarked with reputable universities outside Malaysia, and there are also some other recommendations. Okay, apart from that, directly or indirectly, our programs, academic programs at the faculty are also reflected at the quality of our ranking at university level. We move up from 355 place in 2014, and now in 2020 we are at top 16 in the world in terms of World University Ranking, QS World University Ranking. And specifically for engineering and technologies discipline, we have got a few programs in top in 100 in the world. And civil, as per se, is number 52, and that reflects the outcomes or the impact of going through the thorough outcome-based education processes that we have carried out 15 years ago, and it's reflected in our position being recognized not only in Malaysia but abroad. And we currently have got a lot of international students around. Thank you. So